skills, and you are now tuning into the best reaction show on YouTube. That's right, this is Truth Nation Center Stage, where you, the viewer, get to show your possibilities and creativity right here on our stage. Because the mainstream media won't support you, we will.
Center Stage Live Reactions Music Review Season 5, Episode 4, Sunday, a little after 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Tune into the show weekly where we break out independent artists of all genres worldwide. Live reactions and music reviews with music composers combined in the industry for over a decade. Subscribe to the YouTube channel to receive notification and emails when we are live. Visit centerstageindie.com to submit your music and beats under the Center Stage talent form. Email truthnationrecords@gmail.com. You can now follow us at Center Stage Indie. We're on TikTok. We're on Instagram. YouTube links and MP3s preferred. If the mainstream radio won't support you,
we will.
We're here, Aki. We're here. Season 5. 5 seasons in, 4 episodes in. We got a couple names on the right-hand corner that are locked in with us. Do we want to get straight into it so we can play some of these artists that we had from the prior?
Man, definitely got to get some people who we didn't get a chance to get to from the last episode. I appreciate everybody with the submissions. Appreciate the submissions. Thank you.
No, always. Let's see if we can find these forms though. Now, let's see where. Now I got a slew of emails. Now I gotta see how these forms are coming in. I wonder if they're coming in through the other email. For some reason I don't see.
Gotta make sure you get them right.
So we're gonna play some of these records. We're gonna start with DJ Wells. DJ Wells, shout out with DJ Wells with that music submission. This is DJ Wells at DJ Wells 82. Let's go. This is Your Way by DJ Wells featuring Justin O. Now I think DJ Wells is the producer. DJ Wells is the producer featuring Justin O, but I could be wrong.
DJ Wells also sings.
Ah, got it.
You've been me, and it's really sending me down to my knees. You're dealing with me even though you say you please. And my human nature's encounter the breaker, my comfort's a big. I do believe you're the only one that knows it's really good for me. You're leading me out from the boat and my feet, and I can never go back. It seemed like it was fun, but it's done, and I know that. Hey, your way is the only way. Your way is the only way. I know with you I'm safe. I know with you I'm safe. I know you are the truth. My life is found in you. Hey, your way is the only way. Your way is the only way. I know with you I'm safe. I know with you I am safe. I know you are the truth. My life is found in you. I've been released, but I still feel like I'm underwater at this deep. The victory you promised feels like defeat.
Aki, you mind if I run this back?
I can't trust my emotions, cause
run that back.
Yeah, this is unique. This is uniquely different. You guys are going to appreciate what you're hearing right now when we break this record down. Crazy. Let's go, DJ World.
You've been me, and it's really sending me down to my knees. You're dealing with me even though you say you please. And my human nature counter the break, girl, my comfort's a big. I do believe you're the only one that knows it's really good for me. You're leading me out from the boat and like for me. And I can never go back. It seemed like it was done, but it's done, and I know that. Hey, 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 your way is the only way. Your way is the only way. I know with you I'm safe. Hey, 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 I know with you I am safe. I know you are the truth. My life is found in you. Hey, 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 your way is the only way. Your way is the only way. I know with you I'm safe. Hey, 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 I know with you I am safe. I know you are the truth. My life is found in you. I've been released, but I still feel like I'm underwater and it's deep. The victory you promised feels like defeat. I can't trust my emotions, cause deep down inside I know that you always have in my life. How would I know the places in my life where I needed to grow? But everything is supplied from what you did long ago. Though the journey's not my choosing, I'm confident that I will win with you. I'll never lose. Hey, 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 your way is the only way. Your way is the only way. I know with you I'm safe. Hey, 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 I know with you I am safe. I know you are the truth. My life is found in you. Hey, 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 your way is the only way. Your way is the only way. I know with you I'm safe. Hey, hey, I know with you I am safe. I know you are the truth. My life is found in you. True love, yearned it, bridges, burned it, lesson, learned it, new leaf, turned it. I was hurting deep inside, wouldn't let go of my pride. If my pleasure tried to stride from your presence, I would hide. I said, hated, my back, waited, burdens, laid, my past, faded. No longer in my black and gold. Take the lead, I follow. You still being said, I'm a ball, grounded in the alcohol. Hey, 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 your way is the only way. Your way is the only way. You're keeping me. I know with you I am safe. I know you are the truth. My life is you're the truth. Your way is the only way. Your way is the only way. I know with you I am safe. I know you are the truth. My life is found in you.
You
DJ
muted.
Wells.
You muted. Oh, there you go. Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
that boy was eating,
That's
man. DJ
that's a
Wells.
familiar sound though. You hear that, Aki? You hear the
The thing that surprised me, Aki, about the sound was the fact that he was able to cross almost two genres together. You know what I mean? That's the first impression that I got from it. I was like, I don't really recall hearing records where they add the element of like an R&B singer, type of touch to uh to that Baltimore club or that Jersey sound. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
I've never heard that really being done before. So yeah, you know what I mean? So he had that. So I'm ready to hear I'm ready to hear that, and then you hear the elements of the singing and everything like that
It
incorporate into
reminds
it.
me of Aaliyah, bro. Like it's like having Aaliyah
Oh,
on
that's a
on
really
that.
good point.
Watch my
Good
back.
point.
You know what I'm
Wow,
saying? Like that's
that's a really good point.
crazy. That's a
I ain't even, I
crazy.
ain't even, I ain't even catch that.
That's
That
what
was
I'm saying.
impressive.
I'm like, that's yeah. I gotta watch my back because I'm not just
Yeah,
anybody. Like that's
I,
crazy, bro.
I can see where you get that correlation right now. No, no, no. That's fucking DJ Wells, man. Listen, phenomenal work.
Whew.
Gotta let us know exactly how you collaborating in terms of these efforts, like who's doing the producing side, who's doing the engineering side.
I
We
like
heard
that
Justin
one.
O, which I think Justin O was kind of rapping a little bit.
Yeah,
He was
he did the
the one that
little
was
rap
doing
thing on there.
the little rapping aspect of it. So, um, really, really
That was
impressive
good
stuff.
too.
That was a strong record coming out the gate. I appreciate the quality of it, the style, you being able to mesh, 2 to 3 genres into it and still make it
That one
sound
stuck. That
compelling.
one stuck, bro. That one. That's out the gate for me. That one.
That's out the gate. That's out the gate. That's
Bro,
out the gate.
that one's fire, bro. That
Yeah,
one's fire.
I'm
DJ
giving.
Wells.
It's up there. 8 point,
It's
you know.
give it. Just give it.
Yeah.
It may not hit song of the night tonight, but it's
But
definitely right
okay.
there.
I'll put it to you like
It's a
this.
9 for sure for
Definitely
me.
playlist worthy.
And
Yeah,
playlist
definitely
worthy
playlist worthy for sure.
But quality
For
wise,
sure.
yo, that shit is still hitting a
That's
9, bro.
hits.
That's
Yeah,
his,
that
bro.
hits.
That's
I like that.
bro. That is.
A matter of fact, I'm gonna put it down here as a contender. Let me at least write down, as a contender here, DJ.
That one was
Wells.
that's nice.
DJ Wells opening up strong in 2026.
Man,
that's what we talking about.
He
DJ
had.
Wells.
I'm surprised he
No
ain't
way.
sent the other record. He had another record that he showcased on Instagram. It wasn't this one though. It was a different type of record, but it was that other record that he had too. It was one he released. It was pretty dope too. Cause yeah, I be catching up with him because he still got that other record that I played religiously that we have in the playlist that he had.
And I love the fact that we have, artists that discover our platform. We discover them. And they keep coming back, so we really appreciate.
Let's go.
Let's
go.
That being consistent with us and enjoying this platform for us to share.
Appreciate it for sure.
Absolutely. Let's see what else.
That's a nice one out the gate.
Definitely a good one out the gate. Let's see what other ones we have from those submissions. Matan is in the building. Do we got Matan in the building?
Yeah, Matan, he's in here. Yep.
Can you let us know Can you let the audience know, let the community know exactly where you tuning in from? So they can understand this worldwide platform that we have. Can you let them know where you tuned in from?
Tuned in.
Amazing platform. We're doing this worldwide. He said, "Hello, JR and ONTL the one. This is my comeback song."
Let's go.
Remontada.
Let's go.
Comeback song.
Banyak parogota yae nituon gweno chodo to nyaka duoga dala ni vial back ochako duogo kagi Matan original ni yaba dudu.
Yeah. Wer ist zurück, Digga? Wer macht alle Headsets glücklicher?
254, straight off from Nax.
Will, was ich will, Mann, ich will, dass es klappt. Was ich mache, ist zu krass, denn ich habe die Vision von der Straße. Mein Diplom liefert Musik aus Medizin. Stolz auf die Pharmaindustrie.
What you can see, Sun MC.
Meine Paradedisziplin, mich dieser Sprache zu bedienen, ist nur Teil meines Werks. Rette Leben, so als ob es gerade das Einfachste wäre.
Hamburg City to Nakuru, der Rap-Guru is back.
Und selbst war's das letzte Mal, so weiß ich doch, dass es euch schmeckt. Von den Flows, von den Beats, all den Shows, die ich spiel. Songs, die ich schreib, endlich komm ich ans Mic und zeig all den Schmuck. Es gibt nur einen, der ist Rock.
Afro-Pop, Andy Pop, straight from EF, Musicin.
Genau, ihr spielt die Musik, euer Original.
I'm coming back, remontada. Niliwapa chance, mkakosa rada. Munipishe basi niwape donge, niwafunze msome. I'm coming back, remontada. Niliwapa chance, mkakosa rada. Munipishe basi niwape donge, niwafunze msome.
Need the scapegoat straight out of Sisibo. Jina ni Isaya Kalista ni household. Bunyore bread, mwana wa ingo. Delete competition, juu wote wana bo. Nili dream kublow, kuchezo kwa radio. Wakasema ni kuje kama industry ho. Sahi wenye kukubali wana feel so. Tama ili kill hiyo spark ugly glow. Unaingiza ngapi, huwezi ni advice. Nasikia dedi zangu zilikuja na ka pride. Maybe that's the price ya kutopewa free. Silent when the mad speak, can't disagree. Climate niko ni Christocentric philosophies. Neza bonga pupu just like your celebrity. Underdog, under God, content ni key. Kalista ndo clan, how wengine ni skin. Feeling like a Billy ni tableau at 33. Obviously, stamina ya kijana consistently. Mini king, neza dishi solo but na share na team. Win-win, neza respect ho, udhani.
I'm coming back, remontada. Niliwapa chance, mkakosa rada. Munipishe basi niwape donge, niwafunze msome. I'm coming back, remontada. Niliwapa chance, mkakosa rada. Munipishe basi niwape donge, niwafunze msome.
Ni yaba yaba dudu. Adugo timo gimatima bedo api. Set your timer, keep your opinion stacky. TikTok tama, beat be meet wachaki. I'm not returning, ni mteja ndo anipati. Saniki nena tojo pesa echo kalo. Pesa tango, anmeka bepoka kano. I'm coming back kila mwezi kama salo. Beduru mos, chiega woka kala kanyo. Tokwani useluor, togini poko baga. Kosuse ol, emomio utaga. Gandiro tomol, nyocha teme mopada. Wegombo kilur, gini dwaro otada. Mzike taki vibu tadinyo, panda kitanda. Storia best rapper peleka uko Uganda. Ready ya nakada na shada uwa wogova. I'm back, so machizi wana recover.
I'm coming back, remontada. Niliwapa chance, mkakosa rada. Munipishe basi niwape donge, niwafunze msome. I'm coming back, remontada. Niliwapa chance, mkakosa rada. Munipishe basi niwape donge, niwafunze msome.
Mwaga jasho na damu, mini mtoto wa watu, hata kasi na doni na ndoto ajabu. Mr. Majabu, daktari na kalamu, nimejeko na mlami na ni mlafi kamau. So fuck life, I'll cook on the mic and in the booth, breathe some pride in the hood, be the bride and the groom. Provided we don't get too excited. The last time we happened, we lasted a fortnight, shit happened. A 360 turn, now we back to where we started, and we still got it. Destiny's children, equipped and empowered. Yes, matter and we matter, we masters of rap, and the future is
I'm
ours.
coming back, remontada. Niliwapa chance, mkakosa rada. Munipishe basi niwape donge, niwafunze msome. I'm coming back, remontada. Niliwapa chance, mkakosa rada. Munipishe basi niwape donge, niwafunze msome. I'm coming back, remontada. Niliwapa chance, mkakosa rada. Munipishe basi niwape donge, niwafunze msome. I'm coming back, remontada. Niliwapa chance, mkakosa rada. Munipishe basi niwape donge, niwafunze msome.
Eco Sound.
And this is why
Wow.
this is why
Wow.
I love just the language of music and how universal it is. Because what it does, you could tell how much fun they were having.
Man.
They were able to complement each other well on the record, even with the language barrier. You could just get the sense that they were speaking about making a return, making a comeback, and killing it. So, with that being said, that is definitely quality playlist worthy Matan, all the way locked in from Germany. And I also
was a
love how
good
he's
one.
able to grab not only his his style of roots and his culture and incorporate his German language into it, but then add a whole other culture to collaborate.
Man,
That was nice.
that's
That was
oh
perfect.
man, I'm getting at the solid 8.59.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
hitting.
And it
Bro,
got a bop to it. It's feel good. You know what I mean? Very
that
feel
one
good
was
music.
fire, bro. That one was fire, bro. That one was
Yeah,
fire,
Matan.
Matan. Come on,
Let's
Matan.
go.
Yeah, let's go.
We
That
need
was a
more
great
like that.
comeback, bro. That was a great comeback,
That's how
bro.
you
That
come
was
back.
yeah,
That boy
bro.
made a comeback on the platform. Love
I
that.
like it, man. I like it, man. Oh, that was dope.
Back to
That
back
one gonna be.
records.
Let's go.
Oh,
We starting it
back
off
to
right.
back records. We starting off right. This next one, this one's Ron through the talent form. Now remember, centerstageindie.com to submit your records. Centerstageindie.com to submit your records. This is Ron. Let's see what Ron.
Let's go, Ron. Hey, you heard of Juan? Well, this is Ron.
Oh, wait, hold on. So Ron was submitted by a UMA member. Shout out to Unified Media, UMA member.
Yes, sir. Let's
Preston.
go.
So Preston sent this record in.
Let's go, Preston.
Shout out
Thank
to
you.
Preston. Let's see what this is.
really new to the game. Get in the booth and I'm back on time. Yeah, they were just violating, forgot who I was, so I had to remind them. Yeah, go tear Zara up and make it look just like it's designer's gone. Pray to God before I hit the streets, man, it's all about balance. How she rock with industry niggas, we think I'm a star like Dallas. How she skinny petite, but shit still fat every time I'm behind. Don't do too much talking, just tell me when you gon' slide. Just in my location, so tell me when you outside. Take my time, I won't rush, right on time. Came in clutch, been a little while, ain't lost my touch. I show out when I show up. Mess around, spend a little time with the guy. Now you can't think about no one else. Front row seat, you sitting at the game. First thing you said was, damn, you tough, boy. Probably ain't gon' save you, ain't no trust. Man, say you gon' do this and that, I'ma call your bluff. Can't be around no such and such. Came with the game, yeah, that's us. Right, I know you miss me, miss you too, but daddy, running it up, yeah. Might pop out with this TBD. Only thing I wanna do this summer, go in TBT. Go in TBT. Never been a hitter, whole gang can eat. Yeah. Pass to my man's like CP3. Let's go. What you gon' do with it? Okay, let me see. Yeah, let me see. Hey, let me see. No, this ain't no game, so please don't play with me. They been sleeping on me, it's okay. Don't say what you do with it now. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, let me see. No, this ain't 2K, so please don't play with me. They been sleeping on me, it's okay. Just stay in my bag and out the way. Yeah, keep a little foreign and call me back. I got work, but she want me to stay. Yeah, scroll one up before I start my day. Don't no J's to say I'm putting it on. They like my taste. Just said hang and show you already gone. She in my face. Must be crazy how you don't believe in God. But try and get saved. Catch this wave, that came with the guy. And now you in space. Hey, might pop out with this TBD. He still show up, no RSVP. Yeah, should he throw it back like DVD? Yeah, hey, phone call, but it's on D&D. What you gon' do with it? Okay, let me see. Yeah, let me see. Hey, let me see. No, this ain't no game, so please don't play with me. They been sleeping on me, it's okay. Don't say what you do with it now. Let me see. Yeah, let me see. Hey, let me see. No, this ain't 2K, so please don't play with me. They been sleeping on me, it's okay.
That's a bop. That's a bop.
The video looked fun, man. The video
They
definitely looked fun, man.
definitely have fun. Now I'll give you some context as well. Ron is a basketball player, pro basketball player for college. And
Oh,
I guess
nice.
Preston is Preston being in college, that's probably one of his boys that he knows that he
Makes
plays basketball with.
sense. Yeah.
But what I
Definitely.
enjoy about the visual conceptually on top of that, Aki, is it I caught at the very end, it started making more sense to me. It looked like they were auditioning, whether for the actual video that we're watching or for
Yeah.
something else. So it was an
Yeah.
audition process while they
Yeah.
were catching the vibe. In terms of the quality, I can see why he had to deliver it the way he delivered it because of the style of beat it was. Um, so from that standpoint, just from like a quality rapping standpoint, I'm just gonna give it a 7, just from a raps, lyrics, etc. But in terms of just like the energy, uh, it being a bop, it being catchy, it being a vibe, the quality of the visual, a 9. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's facts. Now, I agree with you on that same. I agree with you on that same, man. Yeah, it definitely because he has his own little style and cadence, so
Yeah.
it made it different. Like at first, it was kind of like, hold on, let me give it a minute, give it a minute.
Yeah, I
Oh,
had
okay,
to give
now I
it.
see
Yeah.
now I see where you're going with this. Okay, yeah. So definitely shout out to him. Shout out to Ron, man. That was fire, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. That was different. See, it's not something that you got my ears open and tuned now to a point where it's like, oh, okay, I can see about this. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not be on my playlist every day, but I definitely wouldn't mind it having it on and running it through, man. You know what I'm saying? That was fire.
I agree.
Shout out to Preston for sending that through, though.
Definitely. We got another talent form submission, and then we're gonna get into these regular rotations. This is Nicole Haber. Nicole Haber, another Preston submission.
Hey,
Another Preston,
Preston the A&R, Preston the A&R, man.
right. That boy. We're gonna have to get him on the management side.
Man.
Preston, this is a Canadian female singer that
Oh, let's
he
go.
met on TikTok. Shout out to Canada.
When it was time to add my son to our car insurance, I was scared to even think about my wallet.
Don't you dare think you know what's going on behind closed doors. There's an off-course owner who's never lived there before. She's got her weapons ready, thoughts unsteady, her weight on her shoulders, it's getting kinda heavy. Have you ever thought to ask how she's been?
Are you doing all right?
It gets better, it takes time. The same shit we've been hearing our whole life. There has to be an easy way. Yeah, no way. Cause when you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere deeper to go. And it can hold you hostage, no matter what you do to cope. And it feels like you have been there before. One more sense deeper and it's hard to ignore. When you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere deeper to go. She doesn't feel alive when she's dead inside. Lost, scared and trapped with nowhere to hide. She'd rather feel some sort of pain than nothing at all. But right now it feels like she's stuck on the fall. Cause when you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere deeper to go. And it can hold you hostage, no matter what you do to cope. And it feels like you have been there before. One more sense deeper and it's hard to ignore. When you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere deeper to go. Cause when you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere deeper to go. And it can hold you hostage, no matter what you do to cope. And it feels like you have been there before. One more sense deeper and it's hard to ignore. When you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere deeper to go. Yeah, when you hit rock bottom, there's nowhere deeper to go.
Nicole Haber with
Okay.
Rock Bottom. Let's not give
That
that
was-
ad no free play. They do not pay us here on center stage.
Mm-mm.
Not yet. Not yet. You ain't getting that free ad on here. Man, Nicole Haber. You know what? I appreciate Preston sending in quality artists. Super, super, super dope female artists. Quality across the board. Love her style. You could definitely tell she's at least seasoned in her work based on what we heard sonically. And I could definitely hear that on an adventure, crossroad
Road trip
road
for sure.
trip,
For sure.
Just out the window,
Mhm.
just enjoying the view. So Nicole
Yeah.
Harbor, definitely super, super talented, and hope to definitely hear more from you. I give
Wanna
that
hear
a
more.
solid 8.5.
Me too. Solid 8.5 right there for that. Cause it definitely hits like me now that I'm in school. One of the things that we had to kind of learn, like I stated earlier when DJ Wells song came on, is this drum pattern called 4 on the floor. And what it does is it drives the record, right? Doom, 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 doom. It gives you that heartbeat of the record and stuff like that. And then listening to her and hers is called it was another style, but it really I can understand the impact it does when you have those type of patterns and stuff like that. So that helped complement her voice, because she does have a very, very amazing voice. And I liked that style. It kind of was like R&B, country R&B, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it got like a country sound sonically to it, but it wasn't full on just that, you know? So that definitely appreciate Miss Nicole for that. And hey, we all have those times where we be hitting that rock bottom and there's no other place to go. So only other place to go is up, you know what I mean? So she, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be going up soon.
And whoever did the artwork, I paid attention to that detail. You had there was a set of rocks, heavy set rocks, and you saw like two legs sticking out. Rock bottom.
That was very amazing artwork.
As simple as the image was, but it you know, it was just
it spoke just heavy,
right
man.
for
it spoke heavy.
Yeah, it spoke, you know, for it being rock bottom. So that was cool. I like that as well. Let's see what we got. Now we're gonna get into the rotation of songs that we have. Remember, if you want your song prioritized, all you got to do is just right there in the chat, send that super sticker over on that $ symbol at the bottom right. You can send $10 and get your song skipped and prioritized right away. We got 501 Breeze back, who was song of the night last week. This is 501 Breeze now with Go Getter official.
501 Breeze, let's go.
501 Breeze with Go Getter.
Go get her. White boy with the pack, I was man in the middle. Tucking that strap, these old blue denims. Been serving that Thrax backpack full of killer. Rolling that dope smoke, blowing out the window. Pull up on a bitch late night, I just met her. She want my kids, I still ain't hit her. I still ain't rich, I'm trying to get rich, I'm trying to get paid. Boy sharp as a blade, outcast, renegade. Got plenty of hate. People switch up and they flake. They two-faced and they fake. I can't even fuck with you, man. I slid in that truck with you. When the bullets was flying, shit, I even ducked with you. Got a clip full of hollows that cut quick. And now I'm screaming, don't fuck with trials and tribulations. I can't cuff on no bitch, I don't want your relations. I don't need your love, I just need you naked. I get off them drugs and feel so sedated. I've been riding around that big body. From the sticks just to hick, I'm a nobody. Still I get in the booth, drop a hit like I'm somebody. Someday you'll see me on top with some new money. Stuck in my ways and can't ever change. I know that fortune gon' come with the fame. You get a little money, they knowin' your name. Big house in the whip and some ice in the chain. Ain't stopping my hustle, got too many plays. Man, you ain't stopping my drive, I'm winning this game. That boy was my brother till he went and changed. Now we on the outs like Abel and Cain. It's crazy. Young go get her. White boy with the pack, I was man in the middle. Tucking that strap, these old blue denims. Been serving that Thrax backpack full of killer. Rolling that dope smoke, blowing out the window. Pull up on a bitch late night, I just met her. She want my kids, I still ain't hit her. I still ain't rich, I'm trying to get rich, I'm trying to get up. I'm just trying to get mine and maybe a little on the side. I've been counting bucks. Shit, I ain't never satisfied, it ain't never enough. But mud in my cup, just to help with these demons. It feel like they ain't never leaving. That shit, it ain't working. It's like somebody cursed me. I feel like I'm doing this shit for no reason. I can't even front, man. Did this shit by myself with no stunt, man. Now I'm busting their heads like a coke can. Get the low from my folks, that's them old heads. What you know about it? No, you don't know man, I ain't trusting the soul. Cause just like the paper, I know they'll fold. Put trust in their hands, it'll slip through the holes. Could be one your mans, it could be one I don't get you shits what they talking about. They gon' hate anyway, man, they talk a lot. You can't get in my lane in my parking spot. 392 way too fast, it'll pill out the parking lot. Trapping and rapping straight out my garage. And we had them drugs, guns, and bras. Make the wrong move and get plugged like a Targe. Just like the one on this beat behind all these bars, man. Young go get her. White boy with the pack, I was man in the middle. Tugging that strap, and these old blue denims. Been serving that thrax backpack full of killer. Rolling that dope smoke, blowing out the window. Pull up on a bitch late night, I just met her. She want my kids, I still ain't hit her. I still ain't rich, I'm trying to get rich. I'm trying to young go get her. White boy with the pack, I was man in the middle. Tugging that strap, and these old blue denims. Been serving that thrax backpack full of killer. Rolling that dope smoke, blowing out the window. Pull up on a bitch late night, I just met her. She want my kids, I still ain't hit her. I still ain't rich, I'm trying to get rich, man.
That boy got a flow, man. You muted, Aki. You muted. There we go.
Appreciate it. I'm gonna tell you something, Aki. This kid, I like the kid's voice. I like the way he raps. Has so much potential. Now, obviously, last week's video is no comparison to it. You could just tell he put all his chips into that other visual. But him from just an artist standpoint and the potential the kid has, I really like him, man.
I like him too, bro.
Tough.
Matter of fact, I'm about to go follow him, keep up with his progress because he is dope. He going somewhere. He got his own style and sound, and the way he float on these beats, bro. He got his man, bro, and he got some bars, man. I'm saying, like, bruh, hey, hell yeah, I rock with Buddy right there, bro. I for sure rock with him.
That's just for the sake of the platform. That's definitely a solid thing.
Oh yeah, definitely, man. Man, look, I pray to God he don't give us nothing less than the 8 and a 9, bro. He been rocking too. I don't want
unless somehow he sends some shit from when he started that might be a different case.
Nah, don't do that, bro. Don't do that.
Don't do that. You heard it. He advised you. He advised you. Don't do it. But that's 501 Breeze. BRYZE. BRYZE would go get her. Last week he had Song of the Night.
Man,
definitely a lot of potential. Young kid is gonna be a star.
But that video got 8.3 million views on there.
The one that we played last week?
Not even that one. I'm looking at his YouTube right now. Buddy is
not the one that we just played.
The one that we just played right now was put out a year ago, and it has 8.3 million views. Is what it's saying on YouTube right now. Cause Buddy, he fire, bro. He you can't deny his talent, and his voice is crazy. It's like you wouldn't expect. If you look at him, you wouldn't expect that type of voice. But then when you actually see it,
you wouldn't expect none of it.
And yeah, he got his whole appearance and game it's like he reminds me of if Paul Walker started rapping. Like he got that cool swag, you know what I mean? Like he's cool like that, bro. And I appreciate an artist like that. For sure I'm following and staying tapped in with 501 Breeze, man. He's
Let's
hard.
Go. That's hard. This next record, this is Django McRoy with Independent Girls. Django McRoy with Independent Girls. Everybody down below, share it out. If you know an independent artist, if you know an independent producer, we also play beats as well. Send them to the pod.
Send them.
Oh man, hold on. Should I even say? You know what? I'm gonna just say it because I know this is gonna bring, probably bring a certain factor in today's life that we live in. I didn't get to read the full scope of this video in case he says something within the context of these lyrics, and I didn't want to throw people off. So before we play, I'm just gonna say that What you do behind closed doors, you do behind closed doors. This is Django McRoy with Independent Girls and Nasty Evil Gays. All right, we play
Let's go.
all records, submissions, and we do not judge on this platform.
Nope, never.
I'm sure you've heard it on the news. It's spreading all over the internet. Sad to inform you that it's true. We're on the brink of a societal collapse.
But don't you worry, we'll protect your precious brittle balls. Hold on tightly to your socks, the solution isn't far. We know who's to blame for all your ego pain. No, there is no doubt. Yes, it is the fault of all those
Independent girls and nasty evil gays, abandoned in the kitchen, dancing in a pink parade. Louder than they should be, shouting horrible profanities like we won't live in chains. We won't be erased. Those independent girls and nasty evil gays. Gays. It's so much harder to remain a decent human when you have to call a person they. So hurry up, no time to waste. It would be best if we just burn them at the stake. Then you'd be freed from their feminist tyranny. At peace with your traditional family. Oh, what a world it could be when you don't have to fear. Those are for independent girls and nasty evil gays, abandoned in the kitchen, dancing in a pink parade. Louder than they should be, shouting horrible profanities like we won't live in chains. We won't be erased. Those independent girls and nasty evil gays. Gays. Listen up now. Big mouth little boys, so afraid to lose your toys. Call us weak, you wouldn't last a minute in these heels. Flex your muscles, hide your tears. You call that masculinity. Open up, we'll set you free. Or just fuck off and let us be. Independent girls and nasty evil gays, abandoned in the kitchen, dancing in a pink parade. Louder than they should be, shouting horrible profanities like we won't live in chains. We won't be erased. Those independent girls and nasty evil gays. Nasty evil. You're nasty evil. Nasty evil. You're nasty evil. Nasty evil. You're nasty evil. Nasty evil gays.
Artistically, that is the most creative thing I've ever seen, bro.
I'm gonna just say this: quality.
Quality was crazy, bro. Crazy.
The visual was quality. The message behind LGBTQ quality. His talent quality. I was actually surprised,
bro.
The reason why I was surprised, I didn't expect. You know what I mean? Like from a submission standpoint, I was kind of hesitant of initially playing it, but I remember our mission, and at the end of the day, our platform has always been free for everyone to artistically be them. So when I seen the submission, I was like, I just hope that it's quality.
It definitely was quality work, man. And shout out to that artist for putting that message out there and standing up for what they believe in and stuff like that. Because I ain't gonna lie, I may not agree with the stuff, but I'm not against it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And again, from an artistic that was actually very creative and dope, man. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna cap. Like that was actually pretty good. Like, yeah, I mean, I definitely, I'm gonna give that a solid 8 right there, because as far as on quality wise, everything about that was pretty quality. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't deny that. And it had its own vibe. You can tell it had its the artist was rocking with the whole, with, you know what I'm saying, the flow of it. I mean, just everything, the whole crowd, the sound, everything. That was salute,
Yeah.
salute.
Giango Mac Roy with Independent Girls, man.
That was hard.
Hard, hard, hard. We got some submissions today. We got some submissions today. We got some quality submissions today. It's gonna be tough to figure out who this song of the night is. But this next record, this is CT with Recalibrated, the
Let's
official
go.
music video. CT Calibrated. This sounds crazy.
I just wanna get my dough moving. Silence on the low, never stopping on the go. I'm from the murder midden where the Lord stay cold. I'm from the murder midden where them niggas stay froze. They told me that I couldn't do it, so I get control. They told me that I never do it, so I got some more. Hollow tips in the clip, we gon' let them go down in the city. Tell them niggas they in trouble, make them mad. Too much cash in the bag, make it shuffle. Need it bad, that's a fact. Quarterback and never fumble with the dash in the jag. Tell them niggas make it double. Boot up, now they mad. I want all my cash. Catch me in my bag tonight, 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 tonight. Toast to all the people that didn't wanna believe me. It's a celebration for niggas trying to deceive me. Shout out to the bitches who are up and down, they don't need me. Sitting at the table alone, just got real easy. I don't need no army and niggas, that shit is overrated. Far as I'm concerned, I ain't got no niggas, so y'all can save it. Crazy how these niggas switch up, that shit is tragic. Ain't the only thing important is money, so nigga, I'ma chase it. 2 eyes on the road, pray to God to save my soul. Moving through these streets on a daily basis to gain control. Yeah, I got a feast at the table, but bitch, I eat alone. Where the fuck was y'all when I struggle? Ain't had nowhere to go. Peace signs to you, bro. I don't give a fuck no more. I'ma keep it pushing in the same direction. Money flow, money, pussy, power. Keep the motherfucking water flow. Clown asshole ass niggas, I swear y'all gotta go. I just wanna get my dough moving. Silence on the low, never stopping on the go. I'm from the murder midden where the Lord stay cold. I'm from the murder midden where them niggas stay froze. They told me that I couldn't do it, so I get control. They told me that I never do it, so I got some more. Hollow tips in the clip, we gon' let them go down in the city. Tell them niggas they in trouble, make them mad. Too much cash in the bag, make it shuffle. Need it bad, that's a fact. Quarterback and never fumble with the dash in the jag. Tell them niggas make it double. Boot up, now they mad. I want all my cash. Catch me in my bag tonight, 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 tonight. Huh!
CT Recalibrated.
I can hear the melody. That's pretty dope. That's catchy melody. That's definitely a catchy melody.
I like the melody. I like I love that hook. The hook was
Man, yeah.
dope. Quality, like these visuals, the quality of these visuals have been, you know, yeah. I appreciate that. You know, the independent artist that takes the time
Man.
to put in that work on the visual and to have that kind of quality to stand out when you're promoting and marketing yourself is very, very important. Very, very important from a brand standpoint. So for me, I get, these eights, solid eights. Like for me, Aki, just solid eight so far. You know what I mean? Nothing too outstanding, but but
Nothing
enough
trash,
to
bro. You know what I'm
appreciate.
saying?
Yeah,
Like, yeah, it's like I'm appreciative of that, right, too, man. Cause that's quality right there. That's good. And what I'm noticing is that all of these artists too, they have their own style, which I love that we're getting back to artists creating their own style and putting out music in that manifest because yeah, we had too many people that sound like, now it's okay to be it's okay to show reverence to and get an inspiration from your artist if if you hit little pockets that sound like them and stuff like that. But man, these artists so far have been doing an amazing job with standing out on their own. So, shout out to them, man.
that's a very good point. That's a very good point too. If you're trying to be an independent artist that wants to stand out from the bunch, the last thing you want to do is sound like a mainstream artist that's already solidified.
Right.
Because that's going to be hard to overcome and get over that hump. But if you develop your own sound and you can be influenced by an artist, obviously,
All
and
day
let
long.
that
All
let
day.
let that inspire you. But
All day.
find your own unique sound, your own unique approach in these visuals, and you'll definitely break through the noise, so to speak. This
Definitely.
next artist, this is Trip and Sat with New Escape. Trip and Sat with New Escape.
Let's go.
Off the coast and I'm feeling it lately. Now she's old and she's making her babies. Says enough when I work on a painting. I don't know if she ever paid me. What to do when I need to find my place. Blow the dust and there's no more worries. Don't know but I'm feeling great. It's a new escape. A new escape from you. Truth is sadder now for you. If I make my bed for two, would it ever change your view? You always know this I'm head here for you. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Got really into hydroponics. Said they change how you hear the sonics, yeah. Cure your nauseous for once. Have some moderation. Life's not a vacation. Don't skip me on the ride. On the ride. Escape from you. Truth is sadder now for you. If I make my bed for two, would it ever change your view? You always know this I'm head here for you. Oh no, yeah. You always know there's some head here for you.
Trip and Sat with New Escape. That was a vibe.
Hey, fuck you. I can't sing,
That
but
was
he hit that note. He hit that
no,
note.
he definitely hit that note. I actually enjoyed the visual and how they just, played with the
Bro,
renovation of the home, and it, with them just rock paper scissors shoot on who was gonna take down the bees, and then the bees fell on his partner. So I just thought it was cool, and it had some creativity in terms of the visual. Quality of the record, definitely a vibe, and solid production across the board, solid engineering across the board as well. And that young man definitely hit them notes, and his boy was there. I don't know if his boy was really playing the guitar.
right.
I just think it was just there as a prop. But all in all, definitely a cool record and another solid 8 for me.
8.5, man. 8.5 for me for sure. Cause I am man. Shout out to the artists y'all sending these records in. These is good records.
Yeah,
Even if we're not giving them a 9, don't take that in a negative aspect, because
absolutely
you
not.
gotta realize what it takes to have that.
To be in that,
And
to be in that pocket,
yeah, so but for you to have an 8.5 means your record is great. It's a great record, bro. So don't be discouraged. Sometimes our ears have a certain tune or certain things that we would, you know what I'm saying, that really sparks and get us. So just don't feel, you know what I'm saying, too crazy. But overall, excellent work, quality work, guys. Quality work. Appreciate this, man. It's
Absolutely,
whew.
Ken. Absolutely. Once that record is done, MC Gucci, just submit it through the form on centerstageindie.com. We'll get it in rotation and we'll get it spun and give you a reaction and review on it. Just hit that subscriber button on the YouTube channel. Hit that subscriber button at ONTL Entertainment. Stay locked in with us on all platforms, and we'll do our justice to make sure these records get heard and get played.
For sure,
Before we
for
get
sure.
into the halftime, we'll play this next record, and then I'm gonna do an intermission piece, and you guys are gonna listen to the one and only Russ, man, who's gonna give us some game while we take a little intermission break. But before we do that, we're gonna play Sierra the Rapper with "Country Out of Me." Sierra,
Let's
what
go,
you got over
Sierra.
here,
Let's
Sierra?
see the rapper, Sierra the rapper. She not the
Sierra
singer,
the-
she the
not
rapper.
the singer, not the singer.
Out to you. That beat is crazy. That beat was.
She bodied that, bro.
I know she did. I know.
I
Man.
I ain't even like when you see her come on, you don't
You'd
think
be
too
like,
much of it. But
and
once
then
she starts spitting, and then the woohoo, like when she added that element to it too, I was like, man, the visual top tier. Definitely gave the full country elements that you want to see across the board. She bodied every part of that song. Body.
she hit it. She hit it tonight. She hit it tonight.
That's
I
a
can't deny.
nine.
I can't deny that
That's
one.
a
I can't
contender.
deny. I can't deny it.
Woo-hoo!
You see how crazy that is? You got that stuck. See, that's called right there. That's what a real MC does too, as well as might I
Yes.
add. It having that just that little piece right there allows crowd work. You get what I
Yes.
mean? Like that,
Yes,
because
because
when I'm
when
listening
she
to her,
performed, everybody in the crowd's gonna go woo! Yeah,
woo,
that's
come on.
See, that's genius. That's genius.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
genius.
Exactly. That's quality work right there, man. That's quality work right there, man. Yeah.
That
Can't
was-
take the country. Look, you can take her out the country. Can't take the country out of her, man. And she definitely fits that. She definitely fits that. And I definitely enjoy me being from the southern part of Los Angeles, but having family from the countryside, meaning that have that, Texas, LA, or Texas, excuse me, Atlanta, Louisiana type of swing, that I rock with it, man. She right there. She right there for me. She hit that. She's the only one too right now that out of everything has hit it all the way across the board.
Fire. We want to thank everybody that's locked in Tune in.
Man.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
Go
Get
tell
your
'em.
smoke break. Get your smoke break ready. Get your drink break ready. Go get your little food, your cupcake, whatever it is that you're gonna eat in these next 10 minutes. Cause if you're an artist, you're gonna want to listen to Russ when he gives you this 10-minute blueprint of what every artist needs to know. And we're gonna come right back. And the
Yeah.
next song that y'all about to listen to is our boy Clever with Weighted Gun. That'll be next after this intermission.
Let's
You
go.
already know what time it is.
This is our intermission of Enter the Dome.
Most artists, the song is just not the one. It's not because that person didn't post it. It's not because the label didn't spend money on it. That's not why this song didn't blow up. It's because the song isn't the one. I think sometimes inspiration is overrated. I think just like showing up and doing it can sometimes be what curates the inspiration. Like you can be inspired by you showing up. You know, I used to kind of take it as a test from like the universe when I was younger, and the studio wasn't at my house. It was at Boogis's house. And days where I felt so uninspired, I would always be like, this is the test. Are you still going to go? And so I would make it a point to go to the studio when I was uninspired. And so many times I would write big songs when I showed up uninspired. Because it's almost like the showing up gave me that motivation. You kind of get like dopamine from showing up when you didn't want to show up. So I think just relying on inspiration is, you're not going to make that much stuff.
If you were to start from zero with everything you know now, how would you do it?
I would make a bunch of songs first. I think people don't have patience. In order to be consistent, you have to be patient first. So I would be patient, stock up a bunch of songs. I would say I would stock up 24 songs that I know are fucking great. I would do what I can to just have video shot. Obviously, if there's no budget, get that iPhone out and go crazy. And I would do 2 songs a month with like posting 200 fucking TikToks to each song straight up. And I would just keep doing that over and over. 2 songs a month. 1 song a month minimum has to be your pace, or I don't think you want it that bad. Simple. Some people don't want it that bad. That's the reality. I want a 6-pack, but not that bad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like not bad enough to like really dial it in.
Your lyrics are really vulnerable, but they also have like this self-assurance. Which one are you?
Both. I think that's the sometimes I wrestle with that of like feeling sure about myself in the future, but then also having doubts, you know, and insecurities and all that. It's all wrapped up in one beautifully miserable, robust human experience. I think I've gotten really far off of just delusion. I think that's my best attribute, though, is just thinking I can do things. And it's almost like it's not even a arrogance. It's just, I think no matter how many doubts I've had throughout my life or whatever, I still always think I can do something, like whatever it is. And I think moving off of that charge of just feeling like I think I can do it. Why can't I do that? Why can't I write a book? Why can't I act? Why can't I, that's like enough to get you going. And then, like you're saying, once you start going and start doing it, you realize you can do it. Like you're doing it, writing a book seemed like a lofty, absurd goal, but it's like, why not? It's just a bunch of tweets compiled into a book, like in a more like digestible, you know what I mean? Like that's how I was looking at it. Like just ramble, but type it out. Yeah.
What advice would you give young songwriters?
Oh man, stop giving your songs away. Songwriters get stuck in this like loop where I feel like they have been told or they've believed or accepted that you can't be the artist. You're just the writer, whether it's because your appearance or whatever the fuck it is. It's like, y'all are the geniuses. Y'all are like the source is what I call them. Y'all are the source. Put your shit out, Like one of my favorite songwriters, BB Borelli, who I worked with on Santiago. Great. Every time I talk to her, I'm like, please put your shit out. Yeah. When I first met her, I was like, stop giving your songs away, just because I get it. Like there's an art to that too. Like you writing something and somebody else singing it, whatever. I get it. But I'm like, nah, like, cause when she'll play me like her demos and I'm like, this is so much better than what came out. And oftentimes it's the emotion behind it. It's like, I can tell you wrote this based off how you're singing it. And I can tell that person did not write this. They sound like they're reading off a script, you know? And it's like, especially in today's day and age where there's not the gatekeepers of the past who are like, I think it was The Dream. They told like, no, you're not, like, you don't look good enough to be a songwriter or some shit like that. That's out. That doesn't apply anymore. Like, this is the internet. Like, put your shit out.
The Dream solo albums were
so good.
Why do you think most artists are unaware of their business? And why are you so aware of your business?
That is a good question. I think most artists are unaware of what's going on due to lack of asking questions. Maybe they're intimidated to like know about it, or it's just a lot of times too, when you don't know about something, it just feels like foreign and intimidating and overwhelming. And I remember like when I was still not like mixing, you know, our shit. So like I started out just producing for my boy and we would send it off to get mixed because mixing felt like this crazy world that I didn't know about. And then we were getting mixes back and we didn't like them. And I was like, let me just figure out what this is. And so then I started mixing everything. And so same thing, I think with like the business side, I think I would speculate and say most artists are probably just overwhelmed. But for me, why I'm so like aware and want to be aware is because it's my shit. Like,
yeah,
it's my shit. It's my business. I'm not going to let somebody else just tell me like, yeah, no, this is just how it goes. I ask questions. I call my lawyer all the time. I call my business manager all the time. Like, I don't know everything. I just ask a lot of questions. If I don't know what's going on with my business, I'm just free falling in limbo. Just putting music out and songs out and not knowing what's what. Like, that's scary to me. It feels very unsafe. Feels like I'm not in control. It feels like I'm just trusting that people I met via the business are just going to have my best interest. And, you know, I think it comes from a lack of trust. I don't trust anyone more than I trust myself. I wish I could go back to like when I didn't know as much as I know now.
Why?
Because that was the like purest form of creation, is when you don't know what you're doing. You know what I mean? Like,
were you better then?
Not better than. I was more free mentally, you know, like 2017 or 2015 when I'm making all those SoundCloud songs. I'm not even, the audience was not a factor because there was no audience. You know what I mean? But I do think the audience is king in the sense of picking hits, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I think artists, like, you're wasting your time caring or thinking about, is this going to be a hit? Because the people pick the hits. Like, you could think it's this one and just put the music out and the people will tell you it's this one. You know, so I do think the audience is king in that regard, but I don't know, man. I think
that's so antithetical to how most record labels have traditionally worked, where they pick the first 5 singles before the albums come out.
Yeah.
And now it's like, it isn't that.
Yeah. You don't have to play the guessing game anymore, though. Just the relationship, the artist-fan relationship, I feel like has just been democratized, you know? And it's like, bro, put the music. This is kind of why I did my approach of a song a week and why I still just throw so much shit at the wall. Because for me, it's a couple things. 1, I love making music. 2, I love sharing it. And I love sharing it consistently. And 3, I'm not going to waste brain power and bandwidth and energy and get attached to like this song needing to be the hit. I'm just going to put all this shit out. And y'all will tell me based off of the streams, which one is the one. And then I'll go do a video to that, and I'll take that to radio, and I'll do campaigns and or I won't. But that's, you know, like 315 was just week 3 of week 21 when I did 21 weeks in a row in 2021. That was just week 3. I dropped 18 more after that.
Do you ever feel disappointed when you're pretty sure that you know what the single is?
Yeah, all the time. Oh my God.
What's a single that the audience didn't pick?
Oh man, Bankrupt. I think it's a beautiful song. I think the concept is incredible. I think the melody is incredible. I think the video is a super special video where it just looks exactly how the song sounds. So everything about it was perfect, and shit did nothing. Like, goddamn. Well, there goes 200 grand.
Why do you think
live to fight another day? I don't know. Just not the one, you know? That's also like, because I put out so much music, I do have a pretty good relationship with the songs from an emotional level. Like, it's all good. It's just not the one. And some artists, like most artists, the song is just not the one. It's not because that person didn't post it. It's not because the label didn't spend money on it. That's not why this song didn't blow up. It's because the song isn't the one.
I agree. Sometimes you just have a song that isn't the one that's popping. It's a great song, dope record. It's just not that one that's really popping.
And I also like his advice on release music twice a month, right? Or even once a month at minimum. 200 TikToks, 200 reels of the same song until some the audience will let you know what's the hit, what the record is. You know what I mean?
What they feeling and what they vibing with, man.
Yeah, and then that's when you create the visual behind it, maintain campaigns, throw advertisement behind it, sponsor dollars behind it, etc. So, Russ, if there's anything that I could say about Russ, he's definitely going to give you some very, very critical advice that will give you some new thought process into taking your music to the next level. The one thing what I was going to say, Aki, is like the one thing that he said about those 200 pieces of the same song. As much as I want to do it, and I know I can, I feel like it's almost in my mind, it's counterintuitive because I know that if I was to do it, the song will go further. But the way I process things is like if I do more of that record, the people are going to get tired of listening to it. But that's not how it's going to get discovered.
Right,
You know
right.
what
No,
I'm
and
saying?
that's just factual, man. And the reason why it's good information from him is because he went through that process. So he's only explaining from his experience what has worked and what hasn't worked for him. So that's good advice. But everybody still should find their own way of doing things. That's great information. But definitely you want to, for him he can make music quickly. He can make music. He can create art in a way where he can put out 2-3 songs in one month or 2 songs in a month and then create all of the content because he has Drake type content. I mean Drake type music. And when I say that, that means it's a lot of relatable music that has enough how do you say, it has enough where you can you can take little moments of it and make it like, what I'm saying, from each record, it has a little moment in it and you can take from that. And that's how you can create the content. You know what I mean? So, but shout out to Russ, man. Shout out to Russ. Very dope artist. Definitely.
Definitely, for sure. Continuing the show. This artist is named Clever with The Weight of This Gun. Clever, The Weight of This Gun. Check this out.
I was broke with ambition. I was switching resolve. Had to sit with my problem just to watch them dissolve. I've been broken designer. I've been rich with regret. I don't speak from intention. I'll just take another step. I had to cut off my feelings just to sharpen my mind. Every loss was a lesson. Every week came with time. Oh, but now I'm a head case, red face, running at a set pace. Let's face it, I don't wanna lose my cool. Why must I raise my voice? Maybe I should raise the standards. If you see me quiet, then mind your manners. I've been silent through the seasons where the weak tend to fold. if you feel it in the room, that's the way I hold. What's the weight of this gun? I was built in depression. Not a buzz, not a trend. I've been cool with the reaper, though it took all my friends. I don't need to be feared, I just need you to know. If you cross it, it's over, I just can't let it go. I don't flex for the internet, flex when it's real. I didn't numb out the pain, just to know how to heal. I don't carry a grudge, I just carry the truth. Every scar on my skin, try to bury the proof. Why must I raise my voice? Maybe I should raise the standards. If you see me quiet, then mind your manners. I've been silent through the seasons where the weak tend to vote. If you feel it in the room, that's the way I hold. What's the weight of this gun?
Clever! Aki, that's the one that was discovered by Juice World. And I knew that when you listen to it, that expression right there. I'm gonna let you break down the record from you hearing it for the first time, and then I'll give you my thoughts after, since I actually found the song prior to the show.
Ooh, that was clever. That was clever. That was immensely dope because he don't sound like nobody. I never heard nobody sound like that, bro. That one, and it hit. I've been broke. What do you say? I've been broken in designer, and I've been rich in what?
I was rich with regret.
Rich with what? What?
Yeah.
That boy was talking, man. That boy was talking over there. And it's like, and it's not your average head bopper, but it's one of those ones where it make you stop and go, I gotta listen to this. Because you feel it. It's more like when you listening, you gotta feel it first, and then you start listening. Man, look at here. You know what he reminded me of? When we first heard WAP. He gave me that, what you wasn't expecting that. It didn't sound like anybody else that you've heard before. Now, granted, his note, he can hit that note. He's hit that note. Now, he did give me that note. He can hit that high pitch like old boy from Maroon 5 and from Linkin Park. But that one was crazy. That one, that's a record right there, bro. That's a record right there, man. That's a solid ass record.
Listen, I'm gonna put it down because I had a feeling you was gonna feel like that about it. Clever, the weight. What is it? The weight of
Love Thy Neighbors. That's man, that was crazy.
The weight of this.
Like, he had a whole message in his, from everything fit together. What was crazier is that he got the Freddy Krueger look on him, though, as far as on the outfit.
Oh yeah, and the thing about the thing for me,
it's clever, man. He's clever.
The thing for me, Aki, that I'm just gonna appreciate from an artistic standpoint, outside of the other elements that are gonna wow anybody listening, and clearly, super talented singer, right? Has his own unique sound, super fucking fire. What drew me to the record even more was, as I was listening to it, I loved his mannerisms and how he approached his physical delivery in it. All you see him is just like, he's just, you know what I mean, doing certain takes just in the middle of the street and just, you know what I mean, delivering the message, and it's just simple mannerisms, but yet uniquely in what needed to be compelled for the story.
Again,
I was
his
just
name is
I was
clever.
wild by it. Yeah, I was wild by that. You
He
just see
has
him like
a
that.
clever approach.
I was just like, boy,
He has a I pay attention to these things. I'm a deep rooted type of person, and sometimes sometimes I can be overly deep, than more than people would like. But and that's just me, man. I don't care. But that was very clever, man, and for him to display his cleverness throughout his artistry and articulate it in a way where it resonates and can be felt, man. That's, you can't deny that, man. You can't really deny stuff like that, man. You got to give them what he deserves, because that was amazing, man. That was amazing. I'm going to follow him on YouTube and keep up with him.
Who is clever on Instagram and TikTok? Who is clever? And right now he's promoting that single. That single just dropped on Valentine's Day, and the comments are going crazy right now.
That's
crazy.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, I'm glad you appreciated it, and I'm glad we found it for the platform. This I mean, are we calling that a 9, 10 song of the night?
Come on, man. Come on.
Song of the night.
Song of the night. He might be song of the night for that one, just because that one was just. If somebody come up with something different, I mean, and they get the same bop of feel, you know what I mean? We can compete, but right now,
Aki, what was the part that when you was listening in that you was like, hold on, this is about what was the part for you?
Because when I listen to music, I'll try to I want to hear what the person is saying, because again, my mind is intellectual, in depth. Like I need to be mentally stimulated. So the lyrics is what were really getting me. But then as I started, like, okay, he's talking, but him like really breaking down and just giving it his soul in there, and hitting the notes. That's what it was just like, oh, this guy he's not playing.
He's not playing.
He's not playing at all, man. He's not playing at all. And it was subtly soft enough, but still vibrantly given when it comes down to the vocals. Like he had his dynamic range in his vocal is crazy.
I was impressed.
Man, so far great episode 4, guys. Appreciate y'all. Man.
And 4's an angel number.
Of course.
This next record, this is Tyson James with God Over Government.
Ooh. This one, hey, you can't have a title like that and then please let this be what I'm expecting.
Yeah, these politicians ain't working for us. They high up on that hog and we just earning a buck. I ain't Republican, I gotta say that circle is sus. You messing with the holy God and he gon' turn you to dust. That's my God over government, oh you ain't know? Paula White, she ain't nothing but a new age show. She headed to the cooker, she gon' soup slow. I do pray, but I will let that two-way blow. And I know what you gon' say, that ain't Christian. But y'all don't read the Bible, so that ain't Christian. You put your faith in the man, so gotta trust the plan, bro. It's 4D chess, keep tap dancing like you Sambo. It's God over everything around me. Man, it's gonna fail us, and I'ma say it proudly. Listen, this world ain't got nothing to my Lord, and he coming back, you for him or against him. He is Jesus, he the Son of Man. It's God over government. I'm hopping off the mothership. I'm chopping up another hit, hotter than the oven. It's God over government. Okay, it's God over government. I'm hopping off the mothership. I'm chopping up another hit, hotter than the oven. It's God over government. I'm not Democrat or Republican. I'm just spitting facts for the fun of it. Jesus coming back to uncover it. This my squad, and it's God over government. Hey. It's God over government. He coming with the rock. You know God will uncover it. I made a promise in the covenant to put God first. Yeah, it's God over government. Putting my faith in in a system that is broken. Plus, I got a couple questions. I'ma list them in the open. First off, where that list? I'm consistent with the notion that the government's against us, they gon' listen to the chosen. So, are you awake yet? That list was a break check. Turns out I think the whole government's a train wreck. They cover up the truth that's at the bottom of the lake bed, sending money to the nations, and it's coming out your paycheck. This is not my home. We living in a dome. We slaves to a system that don't listen to my tone. And everyone's a ditty, pay a milli for a clone. And I'm feeling kinda weary, all these theories in my dome. We gon' find out who the real and the fake. I'm only bowing to God, I'll never kneel to the snake. I can see when you appeal to the base. A snake with two heads, I got my heel in his face. It's God over government. I'm hopping off the mothership. I'm chopping up another hit, hotter than the oven. It's God over government. Okay, it's God over government. I'm hopping off the mothership. I'm chopping up another hit, hotter than the oven. It's God over government. I'm not Democrat or Republican. I'm just spitting facts for the fun of it. Jesus coming back to uncover it. It's my squad, and it's God over government. Hey, it's God over government. He coming with the rod, you know God will uncover it. I made a promise in the covenant to put God first. It's God over government.
I like that record. I like that one. I like the message. I like the message in there. But what just the, like I said, I'm a deep individual, you know what I mean? And God is government. So I understood his notion here because it's government is to govern mind, right? And so if the government is governing your mind, the man is governing your mind, then you're not being governed by God. But if God, Yahweh, is governing your mind, then that's who your government is. But I definitely like this record. Like, again, that's just me throwing out a little bit of intellectual thing that I learned, you know, in my studies. But his sentiment and what he's saying and it states true. Yeah, you got to have Yahweh over you as your government rather than this man-made government. You know, I like how he had a pre-hook. He had the hook. You know, I mean, he's not Democrat or Republican. Like everything was spot on with that. This artist definitely is an artist, okay, and he's definitely being girded and guided and governed by Yahweh himself, because for him to deliver that type of message and speaking the facts, you know what I mean, even if you are not a religious person, you don't believe in God, you can understand his message, period. You can understand what he's speaking about and what he's going and what he's saying, you know what I mean? The fact that, you know, right now we're even talking about the files that he's talking about, you know, we all seen, you know, we didn't seen that already, and we know for a fact when you look at them yourself, or if you've ever done the research and you look at it or whatever they saying, you can tell what's fake and what's being made and what's not, you know what I mean? Like, you can tell they playing around. I like that. That was a solid 8 for me. That was a solid 8 for me, man. That was solid.
And the fact that he was able to do it in front of a judicial system, like in front of an office justice,
where it says justice at. Come on now,
right in front of the building. I know all them people coming out the building was like, "Yo,
what, man? Hey, man, look." Things like that make sense. Like what I can appreciate for tonight with all of the submissions right now, everybody's video has been making sense. And that is hard to find because some people, you know, we're used to seeing the same old person, 5 people, 7 people standing in front of them, all doing the same thing. No real transition, no story, nothing relatable, no substance, no content, really, no real good. Everybody whose video has come up has shown their creativity and has definitely allowed their expression to be expressed loudly. And that right there, you can't underappreciate that, man. You gotta appreciate that for what that is, man. So
for sure,
I like that.
And I think we had Tyson James send something prior.
Yeah, that name sounds familiar. That name sounds familiar, right? Yeah, definitely. I think he had. Was it something that he did? Was he on the record last week? He was on the record last week with somebody.
I think so.
Yeah.
sure. So keep
Mm-hmm.
sending those submissions. Keep letting Yahweh praise over you and continue to share that light. We
Man.
appreciate that
Ooh, I
artistry.
found Clever too on
Clever.
YouTube.
He
I'm
on
about
Clever.
to,
Aki's still on Clever.
and
I found that boy. I'm about to go through his catalog. We about to stay locked in. Now, and you want to bug out real quick? Another fun fact. He's 41 years old.
man, bro, look like he's still in
Bro,
his
look
young
like he in his
20s,
still
man.
in his mid 20s.
Yeah,
Bro,
man. Nah,
40,
that's fact. That's
41.
facts.
So I want
That's
anybody
fire.
here to know that, you know what I mean? It don't matter what age you are. If you got it to create, you got the energy to create, bro.
Created, man. They don't. It
Create it.
don't look. Look. I know. I know. Some of you know, and some of you don't. I know. I'm looking at a rapper who's been making music since the '90s. He wrote. He was on Death Row. Wrote for Tupac and all of that.
Mm.
Crooked Eye, man, and that man is well above in his 40s and 50s years old, man. But you know, his his artistry, his articulation has just grown so. It's like you can hear his growth throughout all of his discography, right? And I got the blessed opportunity to watch this man do his thing live in the studio, and yeah, man, don't never stop, man. If you got it in your heart to create something, keep creating, bro. I'm not stopping. I don't care if I'm known by 100 people or 100,000 people. I'm not stopping, man. Because all I would say is always just keep it authentically you. Don't try to do nothing that's different to the point where it's not authentically you. Be you and show the difference. But don't do something that somebody else has done and then try to, mimic it in a way, because, it can ruin you in a sense. You just do you the best way you can. And if you're inspired by certain styles or certain things, uniquely make it yours. Don't try to redo it and it still be like somebody else's. Like, just do your best to do you to your fullest and express everything about you. And the one thing I can say for artists is, if you really want to get into that, and shout out to the homie 3 Stacks, man, Andre 3000, man. He said he stopped. He couldn't really resonate with music as he got older because of the lifestyle that he has, and it's like, how can I talk about this and what I'm going through, in a way where it resonates? It's like, find the best way to express yourself with wherever stage you are at in life, and do it to your best abilities, man, because you can make it sound cool. You can make certain things sound cool, man. You know what I mean? So just do so. And shout out to these artists, man, tonight, man. We got some nice artists tonight, man.
And it's been a while. I'll tell you what. I don't
Man,
think I can recall the last time where we had an influx of submissions where the bulk of the artists were of quality. I don't think that's ever happened on an episode.
No, we've had them sparsely, Aki. I think
Right.
in
Yeah.
every
Yeah.
season we've had at least one good episode where the submissions was back to back,
Right.
and we had some quality work.
Yeah.
Right. I'm saying, it's like but it's sparsely so far in season 5. I think we've had this will be actually the first show, but I know in season 4 we had at least 2 shows like that where we had quality artists submit back to back. You know what I mean? Definitely, because I think we had a great Christian rap run that was in season, like the ending of season 4, where we had like a whole bunch of Christian artists that came in and was just doing it, and it was quality work.
I remember we had so much Christian rap submitted that somebody came on and was like, "Yo, I don't even know if I could submit this record. I'm not a Christian rapper." So, and we was like, "Nah, we accept all genres." But the thing
Yeah,
I want to get
definitely.
to real quick before I get to this next record, Aki, is that I feel like socially, hip hop has always been put on this light where, artists at a certain age should stop rapping. And I don't think that hip hop should ever be put in that same pocket.
Man,
Along with
no.
other genres, pop artists, R&B artists, they sing to their well into their 70s. You know what I'm saying? So I think that we have to get out that stigma for hip hop and let artists just be creative no matter what age they are.
I'm with you on that one, Aki. I feel like it don't matter what stage again, but that's what I'm saying. Like, make it uniquely to you and how you feel, because as you can see, we have J. Cole and Kendrick who are in their 40s right now, still putting out quality of work and making it, relatable still to them in their stage of life, right? And I feel like that's just the thing. There's always a market for something that you create. There is always a market. You just gotta find it. You
That's
know
the
what I
gem.
mean?
That's the gem. There's always a market with everything that you create. So pay attention, artists. This next artist, this is Gremlin, who submitted last week, but this time he has a featured artist named Bing with Light in the Dark.
Let's go. Oh, hey, Gremlin. Hey, shout out to Gremlin, man, because he was one of the
Gremlin.
top ones from last episode,
Top
man.
one
Yeah,
from
let's
last
go.
episode. Let's check it out.
I've been through hell, I know it well. So when I'm in battle, I know I can handle the pain. Giving it all that I got, no matter the plot. Cause I learned to dance in the rain, even when I was depressed. Cause life was a mess, I always demanded a change. I'm never going back to my ways, I have a standard to raise. Tear me to pieces, I'ma rebuild. God is the reason that I can't be killed. All of my seasons were of his will, even the drinking ones with the pills. He was the flame inside of the blackness. I took the pain and made it a trackless. Satan is slain, I'm changing my ways, he's changing his tactics.
I'm feeling awful. I know the things I've done and I've been awful. It's pulling me apart, I wanna be awful. God heal this broken heart, I feel his presence telling me that you could be a light in the dark. I can finally stand apart. Be a light in the dark.
A light in the dark for all of the broken who fight on, who needed a shoulder to cry on, who needed somebody to be there for once, but no one was there to rely on, who lived in a house that wasn't a home, with parents who shout, get drunk on the phone, hit you in the mouth because of your tone, but you drown it out with a couple of songs. Been quiet too long, they said I would fail, I'm proving them wrong. No holding me back, I'm walking my path, I'm too in my zone. And our past and all our mistakes isn't a match for God and his grace. And even though everyone knows that that's the obvious case,
Feeling awful. I know the things I've done and I've been awful. It's pulling me apart, I wanna be awful. God heal this broken heart, I feel his presence telling me that you could be a light in the dark. I can finally stand apart. Be a light in the dark.
He's undeniable, bro. Gremlin. I think that was the same artist that sung the hook the last time on the other song too.
No, Gremlin is the rapper.
I know
They were-
Gremlin. No, I know Gremlin's the rapper. I know
But
Gremlin's
all
the
you're
rapper.
talking about, it was that the same artist that gave us that little singing sample last week. Yes.
Yes.
And we got more of it today.
Look, that
go ahead,
record's with Clever. That record, them and Clever they're right there, bro. Because they're hitting that tone, that vocal tone and making it like I got chills. It's almost like one thing I can appreciate about music and stuff like that, and you have a good record, is if your sonic sound and your what you rapping about, it's almost, how do you say, it's almost like I could already tell what's coming next. Like I can already, saying it's predictable in a sense. That's when you got something. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like I'm so involved in this. Like I've never heard this record before, but it feels like I've already know this record already, right? Like that right there is let you have a great record, because after you hear the hook, or y'all, it's stuck one. but then also too, when when you can feel the record, you're embodying yourself in it and drowning yourself in that. Now you become one with it. Now it's almost like, again, you can predict the lyrics that's coming. You know what I mean? You can predict what's coming, and the way that has the dynamic flow up and down with the just that, I feel like they could have added a little bit more melodics in his verses, just like ad lib wise, a tad bit more, just to heighten the verse up a little bit. But overall, man, it's quality right there. It's a 9 for me with that one, because that you can't deny that. And then his messaging, it's you can't deny that either, man. It's just good. It's just great,
And
bro.
this is the thing. This is the thing too, Aki, that I want to point out to some of the independent artists that are tuned in. That's going to be very, very important moving forward during your creation. When you're creating records, is don't don't be afraid to collaborate. And if you find somebody to collaborate who has that kind of vocal range, it's going to change the whole entire record for you and change the trajectory of your career. Because that's the one thing about Gremlin, who is the Spanish rapper,
Yeah,
does so well, is that he gets quality featured artists that take the
definitely,
record from here all the way up here. Because
definitely,
the minute that singer came on, me and I was already like, Gremlin is cool,
yeah,
but when you get the right collaborator on a record that can do that from a vocal range standpoint, oh, you're golden, bro.
all
Golden,
day long, all day,
golden,
man.
golden.
Gremlin, hey, if you win Song of the
Light
Night
in the dark.
again,
Well,
you are in the
he was competing. He was competing for Song of the Night last week, but we gave it to 501 Breeze.
oh yeah, yeah, yep.
That's what it was. And then
Ooh,
this time, now he's actually runner up against the weight of this gun, and then Country Out of Me with Sierra the rapper.
ooh, we got
Ooh,
some.
we got some
Ooh.
ones. We got some ones.
I'll say this, man. Since the submissions you get in, there is a thing again we have where we're doing where if you get Song of the Night 2 to 3 times out of the month, you pretty much, and it's flawless. You pretty much get you get artist of the month, and that right there, you win that prize. That gives you a nice little thing that you get to utilize with when it comes to the team, man. So, and man, Gremlin, man, hey, if you got more of those, keep sending those in, bro. Keep sending those in, bro. Keep sending those in, because yes, definitely.
I say we play one more record, and
Yeah.
then after that, we run back. We run back the Country Out of Me, Weight of the Gun, and Light in the Dark, and run them back and see what gets
Woo, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. They three
I need
different
listen,
records, man. They three different records,
we
man.
need the chat to talk with us down below. It's been kind of quiet. I know y'all probably been tuned in, multitasking through your evening, but we need help for Song of the Night. Right now, we got
Yeah, definitely.
Rapper with Country Out of Me. We got Clever with The Weight of the Gun, and then we got Gremlin featuring Bing with Light in the Dark. So we're gonna play this one more song, and then after this, we're gonna play those three back and see who gets Song of the Night and close out episode 4. This is Marlon Craft. Now, before I get to this record with
I know
Marlon
who
Craft,
this artist is. I remember this artist.
I can remember this artist. I'll give you guys a quick little backstory. Me and Marlon Craft shared the stage way before he blew up, and we did it for Team Backpack.
Fire.
I forgot what year it was, but obviously, I didn't make the full run on to the top 4. Marlon made it up to the top 4, and then after that, he was chosen as the winner for Team Backpack. So I do just want to thank Team Backpack and Marlon Craft for sharing the stage with them, that particular year. And just to see where his career took off and the elements of those things transitioning for him was
I
actually
think I
something
still follow
special.
him
So,
on Instagram, bro.
yeah,
I've met him on Insta. I've seen his work on Instagram. So
he from Manhattan. He right from grew up right where I was kind of like most of my family's from Hell's Kitchen. So he's from Hell's Kitchen, Manhattan, where my family's from. So that was
that's
dope.
fire. That's fire.
Really
Let's go,
appreciate
Marlon Craft.
This is Marlon Craft, man, with Analog Man. Check this out. You gonna get hip hop with Marlon Craft. Let's go.
Posthumorous, the soul's posthumous, they gotten us loving what we ought not to trust. I've forgotten stuff that used to be the tenets of my grind. Rent's gotten up, a lot's not enough. The crock pot of justice cooking slow. It's a show, it's a circus, we living in the content. Take our information, we ain't really giving consent. Take our information like we try and keep in touch. Out of touch is what we all get. Another empty pawn sent to do the work of false royalty. I'm trying to be somewhere on the beach, living off royalties. I'd rather be off brand than be off loyalty. Can I rest in the sand and work where the soil be? Am I more than a plot that just needs foiling? Immaculate conceptions, below average retentions. Screaming into voids in hopes that someone gets it. Despair's everywhere, but hope can't get arrested. Damn. I used to think I might be the chosen one. Now I'm just grateful for the growth I done. Feel like they think my mental health woes is overdone. Without the right support, I'd be overdone. So if you held up one of my limbs, then I owe you one. Yeah. But that type of guilt would leave me bodiless. So I mix the gratitude with New York City confidence. While we keep dichotomizing optionless and opulence. I'll burn with the people on the ground before I take my place on the rocket ship. The favorite will be snuggled up next to Elon and shit. Leaving you for dead in the cockpit, making TikToks and shit. But y'all love that toxic shit. Call it how I see it, how I see it isn't how they want it, no. I guess it's shame on me. I put the blame on me. Cause ain't nobody else here can hear what they don't see. Who won't jump out the window? What you say on 3? Cause I'll die trying to fly before I'm not what I came to be. I'm just an analog man in a digital world. I'm just an analog man in a digital world. And if they throw away what I got to say, at least I lit a them pearls. Still can fight with my hands in this digital world. Jump out the window. What you say on 3? Cause I've died trying to fly before I'm not what I came to be. I'm just an analog man in a digital world. I'm just an analog man in a digital world. And if they throw away what I got to say, at least I lit a them pearl. Still can fight with my hands in this digital world.
All right. artistically creative, and wow. Didn't expect nothing less from him.
That was hip hop.
Cinematically hip hop. And I mean to the fullest.
Visually, aesthetically, conceptually, artistically, he checked all the boxes. And then at the end, the way when he put the fucking screen and it cracked.
First of all, he foreshadowed that in the beginning of the that's what I like.
Right. You caught that. You brought it back to the big when you saw the opening of the visual.
Come on now, man. That's what I mean. And see, again, he was himself. Nobody else. He wasn't copying, mimicking, nothing. He gave you his experience with growing up in New York and being in hip hop.
In the digital world.
Analog man in a digital world. How many of us feel like that right now?
I was telling my wife not too long ago that I felt like a robot in a digital world.
You can, me and wifey, we have a crazy schedule to the point where it feel like we don't ever get a break. It almost feels like we don't feel like ourselves in a lot of things, bro. Like we feel like robots because we're always doing the same thing like a robot, and the only difference is we get tired. We you know what I'm saying? We can malfunction. But man, man, Marlon, shout out to Marlon Craft, bro. Shout out to Marlon Craft.
What are we song of the night? What we doing? What Creed gave that a 10?
He's not wrong, bro. I'm torn right now. I'm really torn between Gremlin and the Country Girl, bro.
So you got Gremlin and the Country Girl, and then I'm leaning on Clever and Marlon Craft.
Yeah.
So are we gonna play these 4 records back real quick? We don't have to do Analog Man because we just played it, but we got Marlon Craft, Analog Man, Gremlin, Light in the Dark, Clever, Weight of This Gun, Sierra, Country Out of Me. Song of the night.
But they're all in their own. That's what's hard because they're all in their own lanes, bro. They're the Country Girl.
Look at Baby J. We already hold on. We're gonna run it back together. We're gonna do this together collectively as a group. Did you hear?
They all have their own sound, bro. That's what's tough. They all have their sound.
Son, if we didn't get to your submission, if you finally found the talent form, let us know. We'll definitely play it next week on episode 5. But right now we're at the end of the episode. We want to thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that notification bell, that subscription bell.
Appreciate it.
Come
back,
stay
so
locked in. Come back so we can listen to that record. Let's play these records back. Let's play these records. This is a tough episode. So we're gonna play these records back. This is Sierra the Rapper, Country Out of Me. Then we're gonna do Clever. Then we're gonna do Gremlin. We just played Marlon Craft. Cree is probably gonna go with Marlon Craft. So who's getting Song of the Night? Song of the Night. Is it Sierra Rapper, Country Out of Me? Or is it Clever, Weight of the Gun? We going back to back. Let me know. Aki, he's sweating. Aki sweating. You know when these vocals come on, Aki.
With ambition, I was switching result. Had to sit with my problem, just to watch them dissolve. I've been broken designer, I've been rich with regret. I don't speak from intention, I just take another step. I cut off my feelings just to sharpen my mind. Every loss was a lesson, every it came with time. Oh, but now I'm a head case, red face, running at a set pace. Let's face, I don't wanna lose my cool. Why must I raise my voice? Maybe I should raise the standards. If you see me quiet, then mind your manners. I've been solid through the seasons where the weak tend to fold. If you feel it in the room, that's the way I hold. What's the weight of this gun? I was built in depression. Not a applause, not a trend. I've been cool with the reaper, though it took all my friends. I don't need to be feared, I just need you to know. If you cross it, it's over, I just can't let it go. I don't flex for the internet, flex when it's real. I did numb out the pain, just to know how to heal. I don't carry a grudge, I just carry the truth. Every scar on my skin, try to bury the proof. Why must I raise my voice? Maybe I should raise the standards. If you see me quiet, then mind your manner. I've been solid through the seasons where the weak tend to fold. If you feel it in the room, that's the way I hold. What's the weight of this gun?
I know how that shit making you feel, Aki. And the last one, is it Gremlin? Light in the dark, Bing, Aki, who we leaning on?
I've been through hell, I know it well. So when I'm in battle, I know I can handle the pain. Giving it all that I got, no matter the plot. Cause I learned to dance in the rain, even when I was depressed. Cause life was a mess, I always demanded a change. I'm never going back to my ways, I have a standard to raise. Tear me to pieces, I'ma rebuild. God is the reason that I can't be killed. All of my seasons were of his will, even the drinking ones with the pills. He was the flame inside of the blackness. I took the pain and made it a track. But Satan is slain, I'm changing my ways, he's changing his tactics.
I'm feeling awful. I know the things I've done and I've been awful. It's pulling me apart, don't wanna be awful. God heal this broken heart, I feel his presence telling me that you could be a light in the dark. Ooh, in the dark. Ooh, in the dark. Ooh, in the dark. And I can finally stand apart. Be a light in the dark.
A light in the dark for all of the broken who fight on, who needed a shoulder to cry on, who needed somebody to be there for once, but no one was there to rely on, who lived in a house that wasn't a home, with parents who shout, get drunk on the phone, hit you in the mouth because of your tone, but you drown it out with a couple of songs. Been quiet too long, they said I would fail, I'm proving them wrong. No holding me back, I'm walking my path, I'm too in my zone. And our past and all our mistakes isn't a match for God and his grace. And even though everyone knows that that's the obvious case,
I'm feeling awful. I know the things I've done and I've been awful. It's pulling me apart, don't wanna be awful. God heal this broken heart, I feel his presence telling me that you could be a light in the dark. Stand apart. Be a light in the dark.
That's too tough, Aki. That's it's too
I'm
tough.
a try to give perspective to help.
It's just that they all have their own sound.
Now,
So
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna put one to the side already, and I'm gonna say why, and you let me know if you agree. The vocalist on Gremlin, we've heard that style of music before.
Of course, of course, of course.
All right, we've heard it before, so we can get some similarities, some influence from something, and say, all right, well, we've heard this. We've heard this before, right? We're not taking away from it, but we've heard this before. So because of that, I'm gonna move it to the side. I'm gonna put it on playlist worthy. Go on the Spotify playlist for Center Stage, and we'll put that there. Do you agree?
No, I can agree with that one. I can agree with
Okay.
that one
Okay.
'cause I can agree with that one. I'm
Now,
really torn between Clever and the Country Girl.
okay. So now we're at Country Girl and Clever. How
'Cause
did
it-
Clever?
be-
How? She is super dope, and I know it. I know why it's a tough call, and I get it. But I'm also making sure that I'm also trying to be unbiased as well because I know where I'm leaning, but I want to see how you feel and how everybody down below feels. If we look at the scope of Country Girl, visually, aesthetically, checked all the boxes, right? And I'm not even trying to, put her in this, separate her because she's a female. But then again,
No.
I also want you to think about how you felt when you heard Clever and how that made you feel.
See, Clever has his own unique style, so it hit me in a way of, oh, this dude is talented. This is different. This is different.
This is different.
This
And I
is
think
way
different.
different.
Different. It hit the soul. Different.
Yeah.
Does
Yeah.
that
No,
does that
because
does that help?
it helps because with Miss Country, she had, of course, she has the bop, she has the record that'll actually make you dance and move and crowd join. But with Clever can sit there on the microphone and sit in a seat and then wow you and take you on a whole roller coaster ride with just his vocals, like a real, like how J. Cole does in his concerts, bro.
I love it.
So
I love it. I love it.
so I mean, it's tough, but I do think Clever, as far as on everything, when it comes across all of the boards, he takes it more because of his unique style. Miss the Country Girl, she really has her own style too, but she has that, the beat and everything makes you already start bopping and get you. It's like it's really a record that'll get you jump. Clever actually makes you sit there and listen to his record, and that you gotta appreciate an artist who's purely talent that makes you stop and actually sit there and have to listen to the record. That's what I can appreciate about Clever, and why I can give him more than when it comes to Miss Country Girl. But she is man, you can't deny her in that record, man. That
Oh
record is a
no.
top
I
tier
got
record.
I
That's
got
a record. That's a top tier record. I don't care what nobody say.
I'm thinking
She got it.
Marlon Craft, Analog Man, playlist worthy, going on the
Oh,
playlist, bumping on
man, come on now.
Country
Come
Out of
on now.
Me, Pop playlist, going on the playlist for Center Stage. And
Come on,
then
man.
because we've heard that Light in the Dark, sound before with the featured artist on Gremlin, Clever, with The Weight of This Gun, song of the night tonight. I know the chat's going crazy right now. I saw nothing but country girl, country. So there's a bunch of country people down below, not excited and happy about that. But it's on our playlist. So what I want y'all to do is go on Spotify, look up
Yes.
Center Stage,
Yes.
click on that playlist,
Yes.
follow the playlist, run up
Yes.
them numbers, and you're gonna see
Yes.
country girls. You're gonna see Sierra the I don't call her country girl. You're gonna
I'm
see
sorry. Sierra the rapper, man. Sierra
gotta
the
be on
rapper,
there.
man.
She's on
Nah,
there.
she's definitely. I'm going to go check her out in her other music as well too, because again, she has that style. She has that style where excuse me, she has that record that you could just get jumping. It's just a performance record. It's a performance record. Clever, he's it's art. It's art, man. It's art. It's art. Like that's just it's ART, bro. It's artistic. And again, when you can sit down in a chair and perform and then get people to really tune in to you and your performance, your talent, that's undeniable right there, man. So shout out to Clever, man, with Song of the Night, man. Weighted his gun.
Weighted his gun, Clever. Nah, it was definitely tough. It was
That was
definitely
man, that was one of those.
that was,
Hey, we
and
haven't
that was
had
one
a tough one like
tough
that
guy
with
like that
Aki for a
in
while.
a long time. And right now, I'm just before we close out the show, I'm just logging into Spotify, just so that way you guys can see that we add in these records in real time. Bless you. We add in these records in real time. So I'm gonna click on center stage. I'm gonna search up Sierra. Let's see. Sierra the
The rapper.
rapper. Right? She popped up here. Followed. We've seen her. We got Country Out of Me with over 1 million streams.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
Add that,
saying.
add that to the playlist. Center stage playlist worthy. Boom. It's added there. So make sure y'all run it up. She got over 200,000 monthly listeners. Shout out to her. But we got that center stage playlist worthy. Just search up center
She
stage.
deserves every bit of what she got, man, because she can hit that. I mean, at the end of the day, like I said, these are two different styles of music. All right. And so you have to give the respect where it goes. In her style of music, she's good.
We just
But
added
Clever,
Analog Man, Marlon Craft.
oh yeah, definitely. Oh man,
And man, shit, let's see if we can find Clever single real quick, just for the
bro,
fellas.
yeah, it's on there. You can go on YouTube, find that. You should be able to find that on Spotify too. Put that on there. Put that in the playlist, man.
Put that in the playlist.
But Clever, he's he's one of those where you have to respect him and his art because he does not sound like anybody else, man. So that's why it hits heavier with that because he's his own lane. You know what I mean? He's his own lane, and you know it's rare to find it's rare to find that in today's pool of artists. It's rare to find that.
Definitely. I want to thank everybody that tuned in tonight. Great listen, special episode.
Appreciate
Amazing
y'all.
artists. You know, when we opened up with the submissions, I want to shout out Preston for sending out those submissions
Man.
with Ron and Nicole Harbor, DJ Wells sending out those submissions. Man, even Matan from Germany sending us
Shout out to
sending us the work.
Matan in Germany, man. Come on
Locked
now.
in
That
across the world.
was it.
Yeah, but tonight, song of the night goes to Clever with the weight of this gun. Subscribe, hit the notification bell, tell a friend and tell a friend. If you know an artist or producer, send them to centerstageindie.com to submit. I hope you guys enjoyed the show today. Shout out to the whole UMA tapped in from the chat. We appreciate the love and support. And like I always say, protect your mind, protect your peace. We'll catch y'all next Sunday, man. Stay blessed.
Always.